velvet, the drama really means nothing to me. I ride by and blow your brains out. There's no time to cock it, no way you can stop it when niggas.
Cocksucker, this ain't rap, check my rap sheet. I feed you to the rats with peanut butter on your feet. 44 Bulldog, get money.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Welcome to the firing ring, where you get in line and you get lined up. You understand me? Today's victim, my next target, is Matt Ryan. Not the Colts, even though they might catch a few strays here and there in this video. This is about Matt Ryan. Shout out to my man Butters, top shelf, elite of the Fist unit soldiers. He sent the bag. Okay, he sent the bag. He said he wanted Matt Ryan's head. I said I'm gonna give it to him. So at the end of the day, Matt Ryan, I'm getting paid to hurt your feelings. Okay? Now, what I don't understand with Matt Ryan is this. When I lose a game of Madden, I'm gonna put this in the simplest form, because Fist Vegas like it's simple. Fist Vegas like to keep it simple. So I'm gonna break this down for everybody to understand. If I lose a game of Madden because I was too conservative, right? Let's say I got a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter in the game of Madden, and I'm too conservative. I'm running the ball, and I get stopped a couple times. I'm like, okay, the next game, I got a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Guess what Fist Vegas is doing? I'm not running the ball. I'm throwing rocket catches. I'm throwing bombs. I'm throwing wheel routes. I'm doing the opposite of what I just did to lose the other game. What I'm trying to say is this. If you're playing NBA 2K, right, or something like that, and you got a lead in the fourth quarter, so you put your bench in or whatnot, and your bench players stink up the joint, and you end up losing that game, the very next game, you have a lead in the fourth quarter, what do? You keep your starters in. You ain't blowing the lead this time. You see where I'm going with this? Anytime you do something wrong, you tend to do the opposite to make up for it. Well, I'm trying to understand why Matt Ryan hasn't applied that logic. Because Matt Ryan, time after time after time after time, blows these big leads. You want me to run down the list? Or just the ones I can remember off the top of my head? Remember when he had the Cowboys down by a gazillion points like 2 years ago? I forgot how much he was up on the Cowboys by. He had to have like a 25, 30-point lead on the Cowboys a couple years ago. He blew that game, okay? He blew a 17-point lead to Jay Cutler when he was a Dolphin, okay? He blew a divisional playoff game to Colin Kaepernick. He was up like 17 points on Colin Kaepernick in the second round of the playoffs a decade ago. He blew that game. Let's not forget the Super Bowl. Okay, he had a 28-3 lead at the end of the third quarter. He blew that game. Okay, he blew a 21-0 lead to Cleveland. Was that Baker Mayfield? I think he blew a 21-point lead in Cleveland to Baker Mayfield. I forget, one of them Cleveland quarterbacks. They was trash. That's all you need to know. And then today, and I know I'm missing some. I'm sure there's people in the chat that can fill me in on who I'm on some 3-possession Matt Ryan meltdowns that I just flat out forgot about. But now he has this situation today where he's a 33-0. 33-0. I'm a Giants fan. That's like 2 or 3 games worth of points for my Giants. And he blew that in one game. How, Sway? How, Sway? How, Sway? How? Got me sounding like Kanye right now. How? I don't get it. This dude, Matt Ryan, at some point, Matt Ryan should sit there and say, oh, hell no, not today. Oh, I'm up by 3 possessions. I'm up by 4 possessions. I won't lose this game. If Matt Ryan should be in Tom Brady mode the minute he get a 3-possession lead. Matt Ryan should say, I'm not going to let this happen. But he continues to let it happen. Tom Brady is clutch. You know what the opposite of Tom Brady is? Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan. When you're coaching your son at Little League, when you're playing in Madden or 2K or anytime you need to be clutch in life, you say a fourth quarter Brady time. It's fourth quarter Brady time. Anytime you don't want to blow it, okay, you done spent mad money on this girl. She laughed at all your jokes. You're taking her home, and you're on that ride home. Every guy has been through this. You're on the ride home, and you're just trying your hardest not to say dumb shit because you want her to invite you up. You know what you say? I'm not gonna Matt Ryan this. She's gonna invite me up for coffee. She's gonna invite me up for Netflix, and I'm gonna blow her back out. I'm not gonna Matt Ryan this. That's what you say, okay? Anytime you ahead in life, when you gambling and you done hit like 10 straight parlays, and instead of trying to win more money, you withdraw it. I'm not gonna Matt Ryan this and lose my money. From now on, the opposite of being clutch and the opposite of being Tom Brady, the opposite of being Michael Jordan is being Matt Ryan. We not gonna Matt Ryan this shit up. From here on out, whenever we don't want to fuck it up, we not gonna Matt Ryan it. We're not gonna Matt Ryan it. I don't understand it, bro. You got a whole holiday named after you. March 28th is its own holiday because of your sorry ass. You were the MVP of the league. You had Julio. You had Devontae Freeman. You had Calvin. He had Calvin. He had another stud over there. Forgot the other stud. Muhammad Sanu in his prime. He had Kyle Shanahan calling plays. And he still found a way to lose that Super Bowl. I mean, my freaking gosh. This dude, Matt Ryan, has been blessed since the day he got into this league. He came in the door. He had Michael Turner. He had Roddy White. Then they got him Julio. Then they got him Tony Gonzalez. So he had Michael Turner. He had Roddy White, Julio Gonzalez, and Tony Gonzalez, and he lost. He got shut out by my Giants. In 2011, the Giants shut him out. They beat him 24-2. That's a safety. Matt Ryan didn't score. And then he has the MVP season. I can't remember all the weapons he had his MVP season, but he had mad shit his MVP season. He lost the Super Bowl that year. And then, if that's not enough, now they're going to get him Calvin Ridley. So now you got Calvin Ridley, you got Julio, Austin Hooper had like 100 catch season. You got weapons again, bruh. It never fails. They got you Todd Gurley. It does not matter how much talent you put around Matt Ryan. He goes to the Colts, the best running back of football, and you got Michael Pittman. And you got one of the best offensive lines on the planet with Quentin Nelson and the dudes. And you can't even make the playoffs. At least Carson Wentz was competing for a playoff spot last year into the final game of the season. How are you worse than Carson Wentz? Matt Ryan took over a team and made it worse than what Carson Wentz left it as. As Matt Ryan, you're not a Hall of Famer, bro. You're not going to the Hall of Fame. Your career was a waste. You got paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to be a meme. Everybody in Atlanta, he was never Michael Vick. Everybody in Indianapolis, damn, we was better with Carson Wentz. You a loser. You're a loser. Period. I don't care you rich as hell. You're a loser. Your wife should not give you pussy. Your wife should put a martial law on the pussy for like the next month. Matt Ryan should get no pussy for at least a month. 1, 2, 3. He shouldn't get pussy for a month and 3 days. He blew a 33-point lead. Matt Ryan should not allowed to have pussy for 33 days. 100. Dead ass serious, no cat. But anyway, and real quick, because I can't let Jim Irsay slide. You fired Frank Reich and you brought in this bum ass Jeff Saturday. This is the same dude who's been outscored by 60 something points the last 2 fourth quarters. The Dallas debacle and now this. You're a joke. You're a freaking joke, and you humiliated the coaching profession by bringing in Jeff Saturday to be your head coach off of his couch. You want to talk about disrespecting the Rooney Rule? Exhibit A, Jim Irsay. Go sniff coke and fuck yourself. I ain't got nothing else to say. Everybody who been dissed in this video, come to the front of the congregation turn around, put a smile on your face, and take every last one of these motherfucking shots.